Yeah.
All right. All right. Okay,
It's
let's
done
go.
now, sir.
Okay, now we can go now.
Sorry, sir. It's like you're using two systems. That's why you're echoing. So you have to
Number,
mute
that's
one.
okay, I understand.
Mute the one you are not talking from. So help the echoing.
It's not even that, because most of the time I use two systems so I can see what you are seeing there.
And the one you are not talking from, mute that one.
Hello? Okay.
Hello? Okay. I think it should be better.
Okay.
Should be better now.
Okay. Now I share my screen again, please. We'll get it right now. Okay. Thank you. All right, so we can take a look at this. Now, like I said, this does not for any way represent any inducement requesting that you should make an investment. It is for educational purposes and just for training, just for demonstration, just for an example. So I do not by any means persuade you, ask you, quack you, demand you to carry out any financial investment. It is for your own education. Having said that, let's go. We are a community of Safir, and periodically there are new projects that are coming into the ecosystem. And most of these projects will come with their model of Barandi, the model of the operation. And an idea that's coming forward can come and help an existing idea. So look at the graph, the table that I'm able to come out from what I studied out, what said to me. This calculation is really a privileged information that was presented on a different language. So I have to also see how to spend time to see how to bring it to our own language so that we can also benefit from that. The listing price, as was projected for these tokens, is 15 cents. But let's go to the market, a very quick one before we start here. So for those of you that do not understand what we are talking about, you can see what the market holds this morning. As of last night, I tried my best to still wake up to wait for. Now, the L Bank, you are all aware that the reason why the company goes for L Bank is that L Bank is one of the exchange that is really focused on licensing and regulation. And so the company, being a regulated company, also trying to make a choice of not an exchange that tomorrow the government just wakes up and bans the exchange. That's why you may ask, why L Bank? Now, as you look at my screen, let me take you to the spot market. At the spot market, as you can see, somebody I was trying to buy this thing for, I have put $1,209 US for how many days now? And I said this market, let's go on trading. I said this market on $3, hoping like any other coin or any other token that the price would retrace back as usual. Because once the coin is listed at the marketplace, after the manipulation, the coins or the tokens would correct itself and return back either to the treasury of that price or something little. So I was able to, the first time I waited to retrace back to 15 cents. That was not common food. I took out the benchmark to 20 cents. Nowhere. I took it up. Look at it now. I kept it at 30 cents. That was on the 22. Today is 24. So I'm talking about over 2 days now, and the coin refused to return back. I therefore need to examine whether am I doing the right thing, or am I sure this thing will retrace back? So I need to find out the logic why this coin will refuse to come back, or would it ever come back? Because there are some tokens that once they kick off, if you wait them to come back to the treasury, you are wasting your time. So that is what I've experienced here, that the price of this is, as of last night, was 47 cents. But right now, I think this is what we call retracing now, 0.45. Now, I will tell you the advantage of this. What would this happen to our market generally? That's why the purpose of this meeting. So having seen this, I can drop this page and go back to the main business of the day. So it therefore means that this our meeting is outdated, if you like, but just for the purpose of education, because our calculation cannot base again on 15 cents. So that one is totally off the way. And so as we share this together, when you are making your calculation, have in mind that you cannot get again 15 cents is off the table. I wonder, like Bitcoin, whether Bitcoin would ever get back to $100. So I wonder whether this token will ever return back to 15 cents. With God, all things are possible, but I wonder how possible this could be. But that's what I just said. So now, we are doing two things now. Let's assume that our target price is $1. And another question is, how long would it take for these tokens to get to $1? Because it's almost at a ratio of 50% now, 4.7, 0.445, 0.47. So in the next all-time height, it will stay at 0.5, 50 cents. And then we now look at how long would it take to get to $1? Is it 3 months? Is it 1 year? Is it 2 years? But this projection we are doing right this morning is a projection of 2 years, 720 days. So whenever you see the 720 days, is a projection of 2 years. Now, there are two parts of the investment, what these guys have done. And I will tell you every milestone. This meeting, we may exit 1 hour for obvious reason. Now, because we are businessmen anyway. Now, I will tell you why these guys are doing what they are doing. Now, there are various packages. Okay, let us start, if you mind, because there are people out there who don't have all the money in this world. But you know, whenever you always ask, what is the minimum? The businessmen don't ask for minimum. The businessmen who want to be wealthy, that you see an opportunity that can make you wealthy, you don't ask for minimum. Anytime you hear that minimum, is a product of fear, is a product of uncertainty, is a product of lack of knowledge, is a product of the person either doesn't have the means of it. And so we are going to discuss this meeting, not minding that are people who operate with lack of knowledge, they are not able to consume, they are not able to find out things by themselves. So let's take everybody along. Now let's look at, follow me please with patience. We have various packages. Like I said, you should aim at what can make you wealthy. We have 1/32. That's the NRT hub. I'm not talking about combining the hub with any other hub. When you go to your back office, there's an exclusive NRT hub. So 1/32, 1/16, 1/8, 1/4, and a half of it. Okay. Now let's look at that category first. There are two parts of the minting. Part A is the hop minting. Part B is a token staking. Now, two of them work together like minting. Part A is the hop minting. Part B is the token staking. So when you bring them together and link, it becomes a minting portal. But you will create one. You are the one that will create one. And I will tell you also why delaying will be so much painful with this. Please somebody should get me a calculator by your side, because I will be telling you what to calculate and you can post it, the answer to us on the chat box. The package of 140 euro has a minting capacity of 2.4. And there's a mechanism of you going to the market. This has nothing to do with you buying as much of this coin or this token you want to buy to hold. But we are confining ourselves with what we call the allowable staking value. Pay the hop that you have purchased. And so if you purchase a package of 1/32, you are allowed to go to the market to buy the token at the value. Take note. We are not saying you are going to. So for example, if you buy a package of 140, you are allowable to stake the number of tokens at the value of 200%. So 140, 200% is 280. So let's assume that your capital of investment then is totaling 420 euro. Now, assuming that we're still able to have, the price at 1 cent, or sorry, 15 cents rather, that means since our allowable balance of what we can buy is 280, it therefore means that we could go to the market and buy this token, 280 divided by 0.115. That means that's where you have 1,867 approximately is 1,866.6. So we round up the figure to have, that's why you have 1,867 of the token. Now that is the tokens that you will withdraw from L Bank to your normal app. Okay? Now from your normal app, you can now get back to your Safir back office and link that asset that you're having on your Nomo to the hub that you have bought already. That means that you have now linked the hub, that both of the hub through the blockchain and through the supply units will combine together. And that contract would last for 720 days. That is approximately 720 days. Now, if you have that number of token in your kitty, that's supposed to supply you a 0.00333. Now, if pay token, because right now you are doing the staking together. And now let's also get a fact there, because it assumes that if you were able to get the tokens at the price I mentioned, you should have 1,867 number of NRT. And then with the staking of 720 days, each of these tokens supposed to generate for you 0.00333. Now let's get that right. Now, 1,867 multiplied by 0.00333 equals to 6.2. So we do away with the other fraction because it's not up to the positive round-up. So averagely, you should have 6 NRT tokens every day if all variations are right. But in this case, you will remember that already the price has changed. Now, in this case, let us also find out the hub of 132. Standing alone, what would that give us? Now, let's do something here. Let's do 280 divided by 0.15. Now, you will see that in this game, you have altogether, you have the hub, but because of your staking, because we are trying to calculate the staking now. Now, with this arrangement, why the hub is still minting for you at the other end, these calculations is based on the 280 that you added. Please take note of this place, because once you understand this place, you can understand everything. Let me repeat that place again. How do we get 1,867 NRT? It is from the 280 tokens that you purchased. We didn't calculate with 420. Now, you will discover that if we calculate with 420, now we could say 420 divided by 0.15. Okay? That's what's going to give us around 2,800. So our calculation here, where we have 1,867, supposed to be 2,800 NRT. But we are not dealing with how many coins, this graph, what I'm dealing today is not how many tokens will your 1/32 horse will mean for you. We are showing you the opportunity that lies when you buy a particular hub as a business person. So let's go. If you understand, if that is clear. So obviously you should receive 6 NRT. But now that the price have changed at the marketplace, you can do this other calculation yourself. What will change is that because you bought 1/32 horse, you will still go to the market with 280 euro. The fact that the price of the token have increased does not make you to increase how much you are going to go and buy to meet up with this number. Rather, it will reduce this number. So you are not going to the market because you are going to the market either late or what of you. So 280, which is what you go to the market with, divided by 0.45, as you see in this morning, you will discover that your tokens now will be 622 instead of 1,867. If we subtract that number, this 622, let's do that. 622 minus 1,867 means that for 2 days now, we have lost the value of 1,245 NRT token just for the price increase between 0.15 to 4.5. Now, if the variations were the same, we could now see like this. Now that you have 6 NRT tokens given to you every day, if all variables are correct, that would give you, you'll be able to withdraw out of these 6 NRT token. If you want to start withdrawing it every day, you'll be able to withdraw 3.73 NRT to sell, while 2.49 NRT is being locked. And this will be released for you after 720 days. 40% is locked, while 60% is released for you from day one. So you are now at liberty of collecting 60% to sell or keeping them to sell when the price goes up, while 40% is locked. And we can now say in summary that for the period of these 2 years, if all variables are correct, and if you were able to meet the price at 0.15, that the package of 140 combined with 280 value of the euro, whatever amount of what that your 280 will find at the market, that is the amount you can stake together with that particular package that you bought. And so if our assertion is correct and the market will remain stagnant for 1.5, you should have a total of 6,347 NRT. And by the projection at $1, that's your investment supposed to turn 6,347 euro. What if the price of this coin in 2 years stays at $5? You should have, when I say you should have, if you were able to shoot up. So now that the price has gone up now, you need to also check which of the hub can you buy that can shoot you to this level. We are going to do that right away. Now, if the price hits $5, so you multiply that times 6,347. That's supposed to give you around 31,000 euro for investment of 400 and investment of 420 euro if the price did not jump. So now while we are talking now, I do not know what the price and where the price will jump to, but this is the magic of the investment. Now let me just take you, having gone through that as student, I think you have understood almost everything. Now, what if you were able to pick the half of the hub? Now, the half of the hub, all these have sub prices are giving you a minting power of 2.4. Now, if you buy 980 euro, you should be able to look for 1,960 euro to go to market. So let's summarize the thing. If you buy a package of 140, look for another 280 to go to the market to buy the coin and hold. Whatever be the price, the value of the coin, bring it home and stake. You know why? Now, let me just share this with you. Have you seen this mechanism and this what these guys have brought on the table? They took 1% of the 2 billion to the market, and that is what will be listed on all the exchange, Ethereum protocol, Binance protocol, Matic protocol, and Zenith protocol. So the first 1% of 2 billion minted out is released to the market, and for the market to play along. But they did not just want the market to play by itself. They now force you and entice you and give you an offer. Because when you look at the numeric of the tokens, you will see a lot of tokens reserved for marketing. Now, that is where these extra tokens come from, okay? And so, why do you think that the price of these coins will return back to the treasury when an average person who understands what we are doing can understand the game of buying the hub and look for not just the same price of the hub, 200% of the price of that hub. He goes to the market. Either the market is going to be in Latokun, sorry, in Bank or any market you will see. All you need to do, buy the coins there, return it to your normal, and swap it to Zenith chain of the version of the protocol, and then link back. Now, let's assume that all the people that would invest in this coin, that 50% of the investors understand this and go to the market to go and buy the coin at the market. That is an indication that the price of this coin will never come back to meet us. Number two, there are folks that who doesn't even want to link and wait for that 2 years, but they're playing with the coin at the market. They want to buy, they want to hold. That is an indication that the coin will not come down. Somebody who understands that if I could have a means of acquiring a total of 44,442 NRT token, that I will make approximately 44,000 euro in 2 years. Now, whatever it will cost me, now, if I need to invest around 5,000 euro because of the current price now, because you must look for a package that will allow you to do such investment, right? And you could hold this. Now, let's make a dream that you were sleeping at night and the price of this token stay at $5 at the end of 2 years. With this one we are discussing now, it's not about the usability of the token. It's about the market manipulation, the market play. We're not bringing in the intrinsic value of the token itself, but we are just discussing the market community. Okay? Now, if the market stay at $5, you may ask, how is that possible? The company we are talking about, an asset of $2 billion was nothing. If you take a journey to coin market cap and you find out how many companies are staying on the treasure of $10 billion as a market cap, and what do they produce? What do they offer? What business do they engage? Is it only a community or service providing, or they have a lot of use cases, intrinsic value of the project? And so let me blow you up. What's the price of this? Now take notes. Are you aware? Let's say that the price of these tokens say only at 2 billion euro. Out of that 2 billion euro, how much of that would you want it to come to your house? Let's say the price of the coin did not go beyond one euro. And the total coin supply is 2 billion tokens. Now, and at the end of 2 years, let's say there's going to arrive at 2 billion euro. How much of that money do you want to come to you? That is the purpose of this morning. And I'm glad that you guys just had my voice. If you have missed this, I only spent only one line to explain this. If you have missed this, if you can take this and explain to any, screenshot the page because I'm not going to give you I'm not going to give you the Excel sheet. So you can screenshot the page. This is a full page now. You can screenshot it and then use this to explain to anybody. And the question is, why? There are people that will know this in the next 1 year, because the market is like a tree that's about to bear fruit and scatter everywhere. Now, let me say it. If the price stay at $5, and at this initial stage, you have set up a trap. It's 34,427 NRT. By the end of 2 years, that will be 2026 going to 2027. If you multiply that, that will give you 44,427. That will give you 222,350 euro. Do you understand why I couldn't sleep last night? Why I couldn't sleep last night? I couldn't understand how to sleep about this stuff. So this is the game. Now, I've just stayed at just the periphery of the ocean. Let me dive inside. That you have an investor who wants to drop on the table a total of 31,500 euro. He may not be able to get the number of the 1 million of this euro because the price has shot up. But all the same, he's going to get something substantial. But let's do this calculation with somebody who purchased the package of 10,000. Now, this package I'm showing to you now are for those that own Eneh Hub. Those that own Eneh Staking Hub. Those of you that bought Eneh Hub and you were still crying that your Eneh Hub is dead. Look at it. This is where you understand the value of that Eneh coin, that Eneh Hub that is not minting coin for you again. It keep on harvest for you to the eternity of this company. Everything that will ever come out with this company, you have a privilege. You have a special benefit. So graph 2 or row 2 refers to only those that. So don't always desire to have the least price. Now look at what it is. People that couldn't sacrifice to buy 1 unit of 1 full hub of Eneh. If they want to benefit from this, they will still go to the goal post to go and carry the ball and play to the center. You must still go and buy 1 Eneh hub before you can ever buy any Eneh, any project on Safir at this price. Otherwise, if you don't have a full Eneh hub, just look at this second row with your eye, because it's not for you. If you want to know where you belong to the third row, where your price, while we are buying 1,398, you will buy 1,820. It's not because you are from Akwa Ibom or you're from Igbo or you're from Yoruba or Hausa, what of you. It's because you didn't buy 1 full hub of Eneh Hub. So let's go. Let's say that you want to even stay at 1 hub. Oh, our time is running out. I'll stop at 1 hour as I promised. And I thought I didn't know it to be like this. Now let's say you purchase just 1 full hub, right, of this package, and you now go back to the market with 2,796. Oh, where do I get land to sell now? I didn't say you go and sell. I mean myself, say, where do I get land to sell now? Now, you go back to the market with 2,790. Remember, if you want this deal to work for you, 720 days, 2 years, you will still be alive. Now, you go back to the market with 2,790, and you're able to buy, whatever be the price, I don't know what it is now. So your total investment is 4,194, okay? And now, I'm sorry, you may not get this number of token again because of the price now, okay? So in that case, let me just check what you should get anyway. What you should get is, if you are going to the market with 2,796, if you divide that with 0.47 thereabout, you should, oh my God, you are going to meet only about around 5,948 of this token. If you go early before the price go to 50 cents now, because what I use now is 4.7. Okay. Now, so, but if things were normal, if things were like this, and you're able to go for this only one package, all right, and you're able to get 18,000 of this. Now, understand that we are not saying that when you buy the hub is not minting for you. The minting of the hub is a different ball game altogether. This one is for the staking that you are doing. This one is for the staking that you are doing. So the minting will still mint for you. And if you even decide to mint this stuff on your hard device, you increase the minting capacity. So we are just using the normal minting now. So this package will afford you to raise at $1 after 2 years. You should raise about 66,376. Now, if everything were to be equal and the price of this token stay at $3 or €3, you could multiply 63,376. I had somebody saying, now so you they talk. Of course, that is how I talk. I talk with facts. So this one is big deal. Our eyes is getting clear every day. Now multiply this by 3. That means at $3 or €3, this accounts your investment, whatever you are going to invest to get that can give you a total of 18,640 euro. Lucky for 2 years. That's supposed to give you around 190,138 at the price of. But what's if a miracle happened and it becomes $5 and you could have 5 times 63,376? That will give you over 316,880 euro. Oh my God. I have 2 minutes more to go. If you, from what I've shared with you now, I do hope you understand the game on our table. Now let's look at the last page of it, which is a page of when you are buying, where you buy the product packages with new Zens, and this is also a discount. So whenever you buy the products and you see the discount, the company is not counting for you the discount, they're counting for you the actual money that you are bringing on the table for the product. So if you go for this package, the phone, 1/4 of NRT and 1/4 of Nomo at the price, at the value of 1,230. Now, all the discounts are not factored in, but just the amount you brought, and you should be able to also bring on the table 1,120 because of other variables, because you have already got a lot of discount. And that should be able to give you your total investment, supposed to give you around 2,300. So I think that we need to be serious with our business and focus on where we can get more profit. So graciously, my time check here is exactly 10 a.m. in the morning. And here I drop the curtains for this morning. Ambassador Light, did you see anything what I shared this morning?
Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. I think that was really detailed and all of that. At least this spreadsheet, able to analyze it. Of course, thank God it was recorded. For those of you who might want to listen to it again, we'll put it on our YouTube so that you can listen over and over and over again. Because the reason why some of us top leaders don't complain and why some of you that are following us complain is because you don't really have a comprehensive understanding of what we are doing. Once understanding dawns on you, the Bible says understanding is life. Then before you know, you are just at peace and you are doing what you are doing. All right. So we are not into kalu. The business we are into, you can see it's calculative. We can tell, okay, if it's this is where it could be. If it's at this price, this is what it could be. So it's not left for you to not create your future within the opportunities that we have with us. So I want to really encourage everyone to please stick with us, stay with us, stay away from Ponzi and focus right here. We have so much here to enjoy, to benefit together. Please, lastly, for those of you probably still complaining and all of that, understand that the person that sold 10,000 Bitcoin for pizza was not happy with Bitcoin. Because there's always something about those who start a program. They are the one that always sacrifice for that program. So we are the one that sacrifice for the Safir ecosystem, the Zenith ecosystem from 2021. But you can imagine somebody joining us just now from NRT. They won't even have understanding of what we suffered or what the waiting period, all of us, because see what is going to happen now. My goodness, this is just too explosive. So if you have Zenith Hub, I beg you, please go and buy into this NRT project itself. I mean, as fast as possible. Don't even waste time at all, because this is going to be explosive. We don't want any one of you to live in regret. Something was listed at 15 cents. And now consistently, I've also been following it up for the something cent, and it's not even planning to come down. And if you also look at, Mr. Eneh, you didn't even remember to mention the total volume. The total volume so far on that bank, it is in hundreds of millions. All right, so that is huge. It's not a joke. Mr. Eneh, maybe you need to talk a little on that.
Breakfast. I was trying to keep myself at 1 hour. So breakfast is always 1 hour. So maybe by Friday we can look at that again.
Okay, that's fine. All right, guys. So thanks so much, everyone who's still with us up to this time. We actually had over 50 people this morning, at least about 44 stay with us up to this time. Thanks so much, guys, for your patience. Let's work it together. And don't forget, we're going to be having African Leadership Conference in Lagos by March. We'll communicate the address, the time, the date, and everything to us. So please have that in the back of your mind. Thanks so much, and God bless you. Mr. Eneh, the trainer. Greater grace in Jesus' name. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. If you are in Port Harcourt this weekend, I'm hosting what we call a special lunch meeting hour with Mr. Eneh. It's not just a training. I'm going to give you a super delicacy, right?
So what is the plan for us? Is it only for that? Because I don't understand.
We are reaching out to all the states, so we are going to be there, and we can see things by ourselves. And maybe this morning we are going to post the ticket. It's 2 days events. You can pick the ticket, or you have somebody in Port Harcourt. But you must have to let us know that somebody is coming, because we have just limited seats, right? And the ticket is 5,000 naira. Okay. except if the person is paying at the spot 5,000 naira, but if you are paying prepayment, it's 3,000 naira. No, you are not paying for anything. You are paying for it because we don't want to come and sit down. Others are eating, you are not eating, so you are paying for your food. So that's exactly what. And then I'm going to break this thing down and share it together. So, Ambassador, all our leaders, I just bow for your respect and appreciation. It was just last night. The thing broke up my mind, and in fact, I spoke to one. Somebody asked me why there will be morning breakfast. I said no. But because by the time the person's moment, the inspiration has not arrived. So, but after I finished with him, I was still doing some studies and all that. So around 1 a.m., an inspiration came. The thing was like fire. I said, okay, that was why I made the voice note. As you know, the Holy Ghost can just take you anytime he wants to take you. So that's when some of you came up and woke up in the morning and see this. So I do hope that you have a practical information about this. So Crypto Magnet, thank you very much. You said you are happy with the supply of the total and all this. I've never seen something like this. These guys are in business. They come with what we call, you can have a product, but you don't know how to market the product. There are two things. You can have the product. The banking people know how to market their products. The banking, let's accept that Zenith is not a marketing company. It's not a banking. So those in the banking industry, they know how to market their products. And these guys has come to close the market, I tell you honestly. So with this, you will see that this might likely be the model of various companies that will come because the templates have been set already. And good thing is that anyhow you come, Zenith would program the thing to suit your business. That's what makes Zenith to be an hybrid. That's what makes Zenith to be an hybrid company. Any model you come, they are able to program it to suit you. So once again, thank you very much. The like of the console, you have been there in Ebonfort and Eda Burum. So many of you are here this morning. I could mention. So the pretty lady, Tina, please, can you close the morning breakfast? Dr. Bod, I can't fail to mention my darling. So close the meeting for all this morning and we take a leave. Tina, are you still here? Oh, maybe she has just disappeared. Okay. So Dr. Bod, please close the meeting for us. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Dr. Obot, are you on theater? Are you in the theater?
Are you sure microphone is not muted? So let me check. I'm
still going to look for a pretty lady this morning to do that. So any lady here, you are very pretty. Just raise your hand.
All our ladies are pretty. I don't understand.
Oh my God! Thank you. But anyone here, I'm just looking for. If you see any lady, just call the person for me. I want a lady to just close because imagine a war without a woman. Just imagine that war without a woman. Very bad war. Very bad war. Okay. Yes. Okay. Oh, Dr. Bo, need to unmute you. Sorry about that. Oh, where are you? Sorry about that. Just imagine a war without a woman. Very bad war it will be.
It is right.
Yes. Yeah, Dr. Bo, you can unmute yourself now. Thank you very much.
Oh, all right. Thank you so much, Mr. Eneh. When we had that voice message yesterday, we knew that something was in the offing. Thank you so much for opening our eyes this morning to this massive, to these huge investment opportunities. For those of us who've been following this company since 2021, I think we wouldn't want to be in the river.
Can you off the recording, please? Thank you.
And the soap you will allow soap to enter into your eyes while you are in the river. It will not happen. So thank you for this beautiful inspiration this morning.